Alright, we're going to be moving the engine over this way and put it lined up with the bell housing. And so that's what we're up here today, and I hate this kind of stuff because the engine's heavy and it's kind of awkward. I don't know, I just don't like moving heavy stuff around. Makes me nervous. Alright, so now we're gonna head in towards the bell housing and turn the engine around here carefully. Of course, we got to lower the engine. Let's see, maybe it'd be easier to go around this way. Not really. No, see this? I got my I think this is the way we're going to have to do it. All right. So I'm going to start lowering this and get it lined up. There's a couple of pins, if you can see them right here, and there's one over here, and those line up to a couple of holes here and over here, I think, on the bell housing. So we'll get those lined up, and then I'll get the bolts. And first of all, we're going to gently lower the engine. Well, wasn't as gentle as I thought it would be. Alright, here we go. I've put another jack stand underneath the core of the tractor just to make sure that we've got enough support for the weight of this. We also have to line up the, well, hang on a second here. I'm gonna move the camera and get a little bit closer for you, so I'll be right back. All right, so we got to turn the engine around here. We also got to deal with the shaft and make sure that seats in straight and picks up the pressure plate, the clutch disc, as well as the tip of that spline also goes into the crankshaft. Has a hole in it that also goes into. So we're going to twist this around and try to move this whole thing forward a little without bumping things too much. All right. Wow, that went right in. Looks like we've got to jack the whole thing up a little bit for, actually we have to twist it a little bit to the right here to get it to engage, get the pins to engage. Looks like we've slid in a long way, but we're not engaged just yet. And can't tell what we're hung up on. So let me do a little work on that and I'll get back to you. All right, so after some wrestling, and I had to put the crank, the hand crank in the other end of the engine here to turn the flywheel slightly to engage the disc and and the end of the, for the spline to line up appropriately. And you see I now have this gap. So I have the pins are right here, and then there's one over here on the other side. And as I jiggle this side, that gap gets smaller. So we're just about there. You see this gap's down to about 1/8 of an inch or so. So I'm feeling good about that. I think we've engaged everything appropriately. And so the next step will be to put the bolts in and complete the attachment of the engine to the bell housing. And the step after that's going to be setting the clutch clearance, and there's a clearance up under here that all has to do with where you set the clutch pedal. So that's all in the manual, and I'll be monkeying with those here pretty soon to deal with that. All right, so there we are. The engine's almost there. Now I haven't put in the head gasket. I just put the head on to protect the top of the block from my chain apparatus here. As soon as I get all of this tightened up, I'll take this off. I've got another support underneath the engine here that I'll jack up a little bit just to make sure we got our weight supported, and then we'll move on from there. See you soon.